I just want to say to all the veterans that are here today, Semper Fi, always faithful. And that's really something that as I was standing here thinking of Adam and Bruno, about what it means and what service means, and how much it must mean to give it all. I'm reminded of the line out of the Marines hymn, which it goes, you know, from the halls of Montezuma to the shores of Tripoli, but deep down in it, there's part of the stanza that says, and we're here and we see the 6 services that are here, the Army, the Navy, the Air Force, the Marines, the Coast Guard, and the Space Force. But there was a line in the Marines hymn where it says, if the Army and the Navy ever look on heaven's scenes, they will find the streets are guarded by United States Marines. And to me, that gives just that hope of that eternal salvation that we all wish for. And God bless the family and the service and the sacrifice of Adam and Bruno. Thank you very much.
Next, I would like to invite up Assemblyman Miller.
For 2 or 3 years, I've driven by this monument, watching it be put together, and thinking of everyone, Adam, Bruno, and everyone who has put their heart and souls into making this possible. John, again, your vision was unwavering. Thank you so much for what you've done, and thank you so much for all the donors, and thank you for so much for everyone being here. Everything has pretty much been said, and I'm looking I want to see the monument unveiled, and I know we're going to look at it. It's going to be part of our hearts. And as I was standing here watching the cars go by and stopping, and everybody turning to their right as they're coming off the Thruway, this will be here for eternity as long as the New York State Thruway's here. And thank you so much, and thank you, veterans, for everything you've done. Thank you.
Next, I would like to invite up Assemblywoman Buttonshaw.
Thank you for this honor to be here today. To Mr. John Brzezinski, your perseverance, your dedication, and your commitment, not only to your country, but to your community, is why we're here today. And I thank you. To the Cann family, please accept sincere gratitude. As a Gold Star family, it is something, as you will see, the Military Order of the Purple Heart is here today. And in this community, they maintain the strength to remind us of those sacrifices for this great country. So I think to everyone that is on the committee that has spent basically a decade, as you know, John says 8 years, but his thought process was one that has been long. To the veterans that are here today, we thank you for your service, and all those family members that support them and provide that guidance, as well as those in the community. This is a wonderful day for us to be here to witness this memorial. And I think that Mr. Brzezinski said it well, that the young individuals that are here today that will spend many times getting off the Thruway as you come back from college or work to visit family, this is a day to remember, that we honor those that serve our country, as well as those that provide the guidance and wisdom to those. So God bless you all, and God bless the United States of America. On behalf of all of the legislators that are here today, we have a citation, not only for the memorial, but the backbone of the memorial. So from all of us, please accept this citation.
Thank you.
Thank you very much again for everybody coming, especially for the young people for being here. We appreciate you people like you not believe. But thank you very, very much, and thank you, Mary Ann, and thank you, everybody. Thank you.
And next, from the Canal Corporation, Brian Stratt.
Thank you very much, everyone. On behalf of all of us at the New York State Canal Corporation and the New York State Power Authority, it is an honor to be with you for this great event. I've had the opportunity and the honor to know John by phone probably for the last 4 or 5 years, and those phone calls that we had were always impassioned, dedicated, strong, and he never let go of the vision to make this tremendous monument possible today. I want to also thank all of our veterans and their families for their service and their sacrifice, but especially thank Mr. and Mrs. Cann for Sergeant Adams' service and Bruno's service with them. Thank you so much. God bless everyone.
At this time, the Central Valley Academy Chamber Choir will perform America the Beautiful. For our keynote this afternoon, we have Ray Lenarsik. Ray is a professor emeritus at Herkimer County Community College. He's also the founder of the Herkimer Hunger Coalition and an amazing advocate for our area, Mr. Ray Lenarsik.
First, I'd like to thank John for honoring me with this opportunity to speak. Secondly, will the veterans in the audience please raise your hands? Let's give them a round of applause for their service to this country. Thirdly, a round of applause and thanks to the students from CVA who gave up a Saturday afternoon to join us here today. Fourthly, thank you, Mr. and Mrs. Cann, for coming here. God bless you. And finally, thank you all for coming. This is a story, a true one, about two men and their dogs. The first man and dog were Marine Sergeant Adam Leigh Cann and Bruno. The latter was a military working dog, or as John B. prefers, a four-legged warrior, and the former, his handler. Sergeant Cann was from Davie, Florida. His stepbrother Jason said that the minute he walked through the door was always like a high school reunion. People just came out of the woodwork. He was quick with a joke, always laughing, quoting movie lines. After graduating from South Plantation High in 2000, he enlisted in the Corps, following in the footsteps of his brother Justin, a 5-tour of duty Marine. During his time in service, he always asked to be sent where the action was. Adam was part of a K-9 unit and in charge of 5 other such units spread between 5 bases. He reminded me of another grunt, my good friend, Marine Staff Sergeant Joseph Stosh Sataki Jr. from my hometown, Little Falls, who after finishing a tour in Vietnam returned home only to re-up again. He missed the orphans he had befriended, and there was a job to finish. Shortly after his return, he was captured by the NVA and held captive for 686 days before his magnificent heart gave out on Christmas Eve, 1971. After serving a tour in Iraq and Afghanistan, Sergeant Cann returned home only to re-up. He missed Bruno, and there was a job to be done. On January 5th, 2006 in Ramadi, Iraq, he was on security detail when Bruno became agitated. The scent of an explosive. Sergeant Cann confronted the suicide bomber who then detonated his vest. As the explosive went off, he shielded two fellow Marines and Bruno. His death, the first by a handler since the Vietnam War, saved the others. He was 23. When the smoke cleared, the dog was found lying on top of him. Courage, love, loyalty to the end. For his heroism, he was awarded the Bronze Star with Valor and the Purple Heart. Semper Fi. Military working dogs like Bruno are highly trained in areas such as explosive detection, patrol, search, and rescue and attack. They are seen as fellow warriors, deserving the same quality of care and medical attention as their human counterparts. And because they are exposed to harsh environments and battlefield hazards, they run the risk of disease, injuries, and death. The bond between handler and dog is very strong. They're comrades. These four-legged warriors protect their handlers and other soldiers during combat and are never left behind. Each is worth over $150,000. Sadly, 92 lost their lives performing their duties in Iraq and Afghanistan. And by the way, Bruno, the big German Shepherd, returned to do his duty until his death in 2011. Semper Fi. Also sadly, the vast majority of Americans are unaware of military working dogs and their handlers, and the valuable services they render. They are forgotten heroes, like the Afghan translators we left behind to fend for themselves. I haven't finished. Or my childhood friend, Sergeant Sataki. But thanks to the incredible efforts of a longtime Herkimer County legislator, they will not be forgotten in this small part of the world. John Brzezinski, a lifelong dog lover, first learned about our four-legged warriors from his Uncle John, a veteran himself. That's all it took. If you know Johnny B, once he sets his mind to it, that's it. You may recall his 18-year effort to have a forget-me-not stamp created for missing and exploited children in the memory of Sarah Ann Wood. God bless her beautiful soul. With his wonderful wife, Mary Alice, by his side. Mary Alice, wherever you are, would you please stand or come forward or something to acknowledge our gratitude for your support? Stand up. With his wife by his side, he decided to do something for Bruno and his brothers. Even though it took 8 years and untold hours, he raised the $90,000 necessary to construct the unbelievably beautiful tribute you see before you. Because of one man's courage of conviction, generations of men, women, and especially children will be reminded as they pass by the sacred spot of our four-legged warriors and their handlers. Sergeant Adam and Bruno was the first man and dog I referred to at the outset. John Brzezinski and his four-legged warriors is the second. As John once told me, they can't speak up. We must speak for them. John, you've spoken loud and clear, and because you have, a man and his dog and all the others will never be forgotten. I'd like to finish with a song often sung at memorials. In this case, in memory of Sergeant Cann and Bruno, my lovely wife is here to help in this regard, and you may want to take a look at the picture at the bottom of the flyer they passed out.
Oh, Danny boy, the pipes are calling from glen to glen, and down the mountainside. The summer's gone, and all the roses falling. 'Tis you must go, and I must bide. But come ye back when the summer's in the meadow, or when the valley's hushed and white with snow. 'Tis I'll be here in the sunshine or in the shadow. Oh, Danny boy, oh, Danny boy, I love you so. And if you come, and all the flowers are dying, and I am dead as dead I well may be, you'll come and find the place that I am lying, and kneel and say an Ave there for me. And I shall hear the soft your tread above me, and on my grave will warmer, sweeter be. And ye shall bend and tell me that you love me, and I shall sleep in peace until you come to
Thank you, Ray. Next, we have Mark Bolos of Big Apple Music, who has written a song for today's dedication, so I would like to call him forward.
You must listen to the words very carefully, because he composed this especially for Sergeant Adam Cann and Bruno. Please listen to the words very carefully.
Thank you. I'm honored to be here today, and John, thank you for inviting me. The mother's only child is far away from home. She's wondering where he is. Is he out there all alone? Will she see his pictures on the news tonight? Will they knock upon her door in the morning light? For these are the thoughts she sees over and over in her mind. Fallen soldiers who call out their names, will they be forgotten? Did they give their lives in vain? Or will they be remembered for the freedom they've preserved? So I stand, I give them the honor they deserve. She walks down the hall, it's his room on the end. Tears streaming down her face, she knows Bruno is his best friend. And as she steps inside and she kneels beside his bed, she knows there's no other place that he would rather be instead. For this is the country he loves, over and over in his heart. Fallen soldiers who call out their names, will they be forgotten? Did they give their lives in vain? Or will they be remembered for the freedom they've preserved? That's why I stand, I give them the honor they deserve. So mama, dry your eyes. For now, I am home, and I'm safe in the arms of my Savior. You know I'll never be alone. Fallen soldiers who call out their names, will they be forgotten? Did they give their lives in vain? I said no. Will they be remembered for the freedom they preserved? That's why I stand, I give them the honor. That's why we stand, I give them the honor. We stand and give them the honor they deserve.
Now is the moment everybody's been waiting for. I would invite Leigh and Carol Cann, as well as our board of directors from Guardians of Freedom Memorial, to head over to the Monument Parade Field for the unveiling of the monument.
I'll just stay facing that way.
board member Dave Ferdula has a special gift for Leigh and Carol. As part of the design process of getting a monument of this structure, Lena has created a smaller monument that was used to make sure everything looked in order. And at this time, we would like to give that to Leigh and Carol as part of the dedication. So Leigh and Carol, on behalf of the committee and everybody here today, we would like to give you this miniature memorial. That it's a replica of what is going to remain here forever, and something that you can take home. And remember that even though you are from Florida, where it's a lot warmer than it is here today, you are always part of our family here in Herkimer County and this memorial site and this project for the last 8 years. Just a few announcements before we leave. I'd like to thank everybody for coming out. We had our board meeting this past week and we expected maybe 50 people here, including who is on the dais, so this is a great success and we would like to thank you. I would ask that you please allow the students to leave first. The buses are in the back and they will be navigating out. And last but not least, please join us for refreshments and fellowship at the Ilion Marine Corps League, located at 178 2nd Street in Ilion. Again, it's the Marine Corps League, 178 2nd Street in Ilion. At this time, to close our program, Central Valley Academy Chamber Choir will perform God Bless America. Thank you, everybody. Thank you again and have a safe trip home. We hope to see you over at the Marine Corps League in Ilion.
keep at the orange husky.
Where is it? Brown husky, not orange.
It kind of looks orange-ish.
That's a redhead husky.
A red. Let's keep it ginger.
Or does this go up? Yeah. Oh, dang. It's pretty high. It's actually pretty high. Okay.
Did you get a picture of the fly?
I didn't get pictures. Oh well.
I hope someone did. That was. Addie. Addie.
Are you going over there?
You know, I mean, you're too young yet, but still.
Yeah, that's a different one. I remember that.
Why is it